Hi everyone. So today I'm gonna really quick talk about B Corps and B Corp month because we wanted this to be on our IGTV and we wanted it to be a little more accessible if people don't know what a B Corp is. So we are a travel company that is a B Corp, which means we are audited at the start of our of the process of becoming a B Corp, and then every 3 years we're audited again. And what we're audited for is we have to prove that we benefit the communities that we work in and the planet. And there's different types of B Corps. There's some B Corps that show off how good they are, how much they benefit the workers that work for them, and their governance and things like that. Because there are only two people at AEI, it's not that we are bad to our workers, but there's only two of us. So we make sure that we're good, but we really like to highlight how we benefit the communities and we benefit the environment because that is what we do. And so instead of just waxing on poetic about how great AEI is, because you're here because you know how great we are, you can go to our website and you can search like B Corp information. We have blogs on it. We have it in our About Us section. You can learn more about us, but I just wanted to say just a real general, what is a B Corp? So it's the same idea a few years ago, if you were just getting a cup of coffee and you saw, hey, there's coffee, and then you saw there's fair trade coffee, you would go, oh, fair trade. Obviously I would go for that. This is the same idea with B Corps, but in a whole bunch of different areas. It's not just coffee, it's not just travel companies, it's not just solar power companies or honey or makeup cases, it's all of them. And so it would be really hard to have a certification that is like LEED certified for buildings or fair trade for direct trade and partnerships if there are so many different industries that are being certified. And so that's why the B is really good, because the B shows off no matter what industry, no matter what thing you're buying. If it is, I'm thinking of like what's in my pantry right now, if it is oats or kombucha or almonds or different like snackies, granola bars, things like that, I don't have to look for, is it fair trade, is it direct trade, is it another certification I don't know. I just look for a B and I go, oh, I know every 3 years they were audited by someone else, I couldn't make it up, and it has to be quantifiable benefit, which I know all this sounds really jargony. I totally get it. But it is a massive audit that even with AEI, on every single one of our programs, we have an educational component. And B Corp says, that's great, prove it. So every 3 years, we go to all of our partners, and in between that, but for the audit specifically, every 3 years we say, like, prove that we are teaching and we're learning, and who's learning and who's teaching and what does that look like. And and even further down the line of questioning, it's who's learning and what are they learning. Is it a Eurocentric idea of conservation, or is it specific to the culture and the context in the area that we're working in? That's a really important thing for AEI, and it should be really important in all travel industry and in all industries in general. But this is a thing that we think about, and this is a thing, because we're a B Corp, we have to think about and we want to think about. And anytime you support a B Corp, it's you're supporting the same type of people that don't need the certification but really want it because they want to look around the community and say, we want to be held accountable to it. We want people to look through everything that we're doing and make sure we're doing a good job at it. So it can seem really nebulous because like it is when you are talking in such generalities. When it is a actual company like AEI, there's real world how many animals this year did you release? And like, we didn't do that, but our partners did. So how many community conservation programs released animals? Where did they release them to? How many hectares or acres are being protected because of the partnerships that you're involved in. So that would be like very obvious things when you are talking to AEI and looking at community conservation and volunteering, but that doesn't really make sense when you are working or when you're buying a B Corp granola company. I guess you wouldn't be buying the company, you'd be buying a granola bar. But yeah, so that's sort of just, again, a generality of what a B Corp is. That's why we're taking a whole month to talk about them. We do also have a B Corp giveaway that is coming up soon. It's supposed to happen this week, but we've had a little, some pandemic postage issues. But they're just some really cool B Corp brands that we decided that we wanted to highlight and wanted to work with us. And I'm really excited about them because there's true diversity in who we're going to be highlighting. It's, not just coffee, which is amazing, but it's not just coffee. We're also talking about B Corp spices. Who thought that we would have to, think about the ethics of our spices, think about the community involvement, think about what happens when you buy spices, where that money goes to. There is a solar energy company that we've partnered with. There is a makeup compact travel company that we have partnered with. It's all these really cool things, and I'm super stoked about it because it is this stamp of, of ethics, of approval, of the people that you're buying from are thinking about the community, they're thinking about the environment, they're thinking about, they are people behind brands, and they're thinking about, if you put your money there, where can that money go? We're all business owners. No one that we partnered with are charities. And so, we are living in a capitalist society. We understand that there's an exchange and a flow of money back and forth, but we understand that it's spreading out the money that is going to help us all. It's not hoarding it. It's saying, yeah, I have a company, I'm going to make money, but I'm going to have that money go to a bunch of different places because that's where it makes sense to go to. I have mentioned that we do community conservation with AEI. And if you're new here, what that means is AEI doesn't take on any leadership roles. We don't go into communities and say, this is how you help animals. Everything is about collaboration and everything is about service. So we don't take on professional roles. We don't take leadership roles. There are vets and scientists and professionals and animal care workers in every community that we work with, that we work in. And we only go to places that ask us to go there first, and then after we chat with them and make sure that it's actually consensual and they do actually want us, we say, well, how can we help you? We don't want to take away jobs. We don't want to have unsustainable partnerships. People will be helping animals before we get there, and they'll be helping animals after we get there. So how do we help you help animals? Not before, but during and after in that whole process. So it's a really important part of our B, and it's a really important part of just AEI, that it's us being of true service. It's not us saying this is exactly how you help in every situation. So are we perfect? Of course not. Is any B Corp out there perfect? Of course not. Is any business out there? No. But we like to think that B Corps are doing just a little bit more, sometimes an awful lot more, to right a lot of the wrongs in travel, in fashion, in makeup, in food, in coffee, in all these different ways. So I encourage you to check out different B Corps, do a Google search, look at the tags, click on who we've tagged, and just look at hashtags B Corp and Better Business, things like that, and you can see the true diversity of B Corps out there. There are almost 4,000 at this point. So you can get coffee from anyone, but why not get it from a B Corp? You can travel with anyone, but why not travel with a B Corp that has already thought and continues to think about the workers' rights and community involvement and important cultural connection. and the environment, and everything in between. COVID-19 and this pandemic has let us know that we are so much more connected than we really thought. So if a virus can travel this quickly, why not have good practices, and why not have, ethical engagement travel just as quick? So that's just a little bit on B Corp stuff, but we're going to be posting a lot more. It's not just going to be my face, it's also going to be some other people that we're going to chat with. If you have any questions at all, comments, messages, DMs, you can always email me, Nora, Nora, at animalei.com, and we will talk soon. Check out B Corps, everyone. Bye now.